Hi there, and welcome to the BusinessNet Facebook Mastermind Case Study Series. I'm very excited because I'm here with a very special guest, and her name is Tracie Dixon. Hey, Tracie, how are you?
Great, thanks, Esther. How are you?
Good, good. So, Tracie, for people who are meeting you for the very first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
I've been in business for about 20 years for myself and won business awards and had successful businesses, and I love property investing. And what I really do now after success in my own businesses is marketing for other businesses. And I enjoy it. It's my passion, and I love getting results for my clients.
And your company is called Social Reality Marketing, and you do lead generation for other businesses. And of course, a big part of it is Facebook, which is, I imagine, part of why you joined the mastermind, to really be up to date in the latest strategies, but also to perhaps look at a more foundational shift in how you approach understanding the clients of your clients so that you're able to make better offers and get those leads in. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So I was looking for something that I could bring into my business where I could guarantee my clients I'll get results. If I don't get them the results, they don't pay any money. So that was the sort of guarantees that I wanted to provide my clients. And I came across Ben through someone else's webinar, and as soon as I saw him, I just knew that I wanted to learn from him, and what he was offering sounded perfect for what I needed. And I really believe in masterminds. I've always been, in all of my business, involved in masterminds, so that tapping into that universal brain power from everyone else. I think it's just a great way to do business, especially when you're in business for yourself and by yourself, and you're not in a large organisation. I think masterminds just provide that feedback that sometimes you need from other people in your same profession.
And so how is your process different now that you're going through the program? I mean, we've been doing it for like 5 or 6 weeks now. So I imagine that your take on those initial interviews when you're talking with your potential clients have changed a little bit compared to how you've been doing it before. So I'm wondering what the difference is.
The difference for me really is in having a process. I had a process before, but not as tight as this one. And for me, it's about having a formula of how I go about what I do, and also delving, because I have done avatar training or target market training in the past, but there's something in this mastermind that just delves in deeper, and you just get a better understanding. And there's a process that we learn that really makes a difference in how you get the information about the target market. You just go deeper into it. It really has made a difference for me, even though I had done a lot of education and a lot of work around creating it, the perfect avatar for a business. I don't really know how to explain it, just that it's different. It's more in depth, and it's definitely made a difference.
So are you able to share any particular results around how you've been able to generate leads for your clients before you joined the program, and now that you're using these new strategies, what the results are right now?
Well, I can give you an example for myself. I think the main thing that it's done is it's given me confidence. And having the group, I know that if I don't know something, I can get the answer to something, or I can find out how to tweak something to make a campaign better, or how to have something on a landing page work better, or what I need to be looking at to make things better. So for me, I can share that without a shadow of a doubt, my confidence has gone through the roof. And I think when you're selling a product or a service, the level of confidence that you have makes a difference to the people that you're speaking with. Yeah. So when I'm speaking with a potential client, I know I can get them the results. So I'm confident, and then that they're confident in the service that I'm offering. If I can't do it, I don't offer my services. if I can do it and I know I can do it, I'm confident of that. And it also means that I can charge more. It means that I'm worth so much more than someone else who might say, yeah, I can do some Facebook marketing for you. If I'm producing results, and let's face it, people should only have to pay for results, then for me, it's made a difference in people saying, yes, I want to come on board, or they're interested in, working with me because of my confidence.
Yeah. It sounds like even your birdie in the background is chiming in. So, Tracie, tell me a little bit then about sales, because you're talking about confidence, and that is wonderful in terms of really being able to present yourself, present your offer, and be more attractive to those potential clients, and they have more faith in you because you're able to talk with more conviction. But in terms of sales, what have been the results and the difference between before joining the program and where you're at right now?
I actually struggled with getting the right clients who were happy to spend the money, whereas now I'm not struggling with that. I actually am running out of time to get proposals back to people because the quality of people that I'm speaking to is so much better.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is because I heard through Ben that you had a huge success story of around $250,000, and I wasn't sure if that was for a client or for yourself or what the story there was. I was wondering if you're able to share any details around that.
That would have been more probably my sales over. I mean, not that I've received that income yet, but we have a commitment for that, and I just need to deliver the leads from her. But it will work out to be about $80,000 a month in income for me based on leads that I generate for her. She probably from the leads that I create for her, she will make about $250,000 a month.
And so that's exactly what I wanted to know, because, a lot of people, when they hear about Facebook marketing at first, maybe they have tried it in the past and they're like, they didn't exactly do it the right way. And so they come to the conclusion that, well, Facebook doesn't work, period. And whereas if you really take a systematic approach, the results can be absolutely, staggering, because I have to say $250,000 or even $80 million in your case per month is something that is absolutely, some people work for a year for that kind of money.
80,000, I'd like it to be 80 million a month. I'll tell you what, it takes the pressure off. Being able to produce leads that I know will generate that income for my clients means that I'm happy to charge what I'm charging as well. It's a win-win for both of us, and it takes the pressure off. And it's true, Facebook advertising, because let's face it, it's learning how to do paid advertising along with your marketing is what makes the difference. But it's not just Facebook, it's stuff that teaches is more around the message and matching the right message to the right person at the right time. And unless you have all of those factors working together, you can spend a gazillion bucks on advertising, but it's not going to produce the results. Whereas you can spend less money having the right message to the right person at the right time, and you will produce the results. And then you can scale up your advertising. And I think that's something that has been really great for me, that I don't have to spend a stack of money. I can test and see what works. And then as I know what works, I can expand, and when I'm seeing what doesn't work, I can bring that back down or cut it all together. So yeah, I mean, I've done Facebook advertising before in the past and it's not worked. So it definitely makes a difference doing it the right way.
And so I'm so glad that you also mentioned that we are talking about the overall approach to your marketing and your message, and really understanding the target market rather than just looking at very tactical things around Facebook. Because Facebook changes so much, you'll really have to have your foundation down very strong. And because you run an agency, you work with people in a variety of different industries. So I'm wondering, how does the skill set that you learned, let's say, for example, we are talking about this one client that you had this success story with, how that what you learned from that process can translate to working with other clients, perhaps in other industries?
Well, it's in the process of getting to know her clients and what their hopes, needs, fears and wants are. So it's that process that you can transfer to any industry. It doesn't matter what the industry is. And that's one of the things Ben teaches, is it doesn't matter what the industry is, because the product or service that we're providing is an obstacle to to what the clients want. So when someone goes out to buy a drill, they don't want the drill, they want the hole in the wall that the drill creates. And it's really learning how to focus on that hole rather than the drill. And so you can transfer those skills across any industry.
Absolutely.
Which takes brain training as well. So a very different way of thinking about it. It's not about me and my service. It's about you and the outcomes you want.
And we have a variety of businesses in the group. There are a couple of people like yourself who run marketing agencies generating leads for other businesses. And then there's also other people who have their own business and they just want to learn how to generate their own leads basically on demand. And we've seen everything from finance to like brick and mortar businesses, online training, all kinds of stuff. So I'm wondering, have you noticed any particular kind of industry that Facebook marketing or the approach that Ben teaches with the strategy would not work for?
No, I haven't seen anything yet that it wouldn't work for. Everyone's on Facebook, and it's just finding where your person hangs. Whether it's, I don't know, the CEO of a large company. He might get home and might pop on Facebook. So it's really finding out where your target market hangs out on Facebook and knowing what their interests are. So no, I haven't seen anything yet. And there is a huge array of businesses in there. So it's really interesting to watch everyone's, we share our exercises with each other. So if we do a particular learning, we get to learn. And because those processes are transferable, you can look and see how someone's doing their business and maybe get some ideas on how that would work in your business as well.
What have been the most valuable parts of the overall experience so far? Is it more about the training or the community or both? What do you find like really that made a difference for you?
Ben has made the difference in me. Sorry, but he's really good. And I've always had coaches. I love having coaches. I love how approachable Ben is. I enjoy the way he thinks, and because, I don't know, being a girl, I can run on emotion sometimes, so learning the way he does it, and he just strips it back. So really for me, it's been learning from him is my biggest thing, and then the community. And if I get stuck with something, that I can pop a question in the group, and also helping other people with stuff that I know or giving you feedback on something you see. So, definitely Ben first of all, so the training from Ben, and then the community.
I noticed that in the beginning, very, very initially, we were having some technical issues with your ability to be able to join the group meetings, the Google Hangouts. And I noticed that Ben actually posted in the Facebook group that, hey, let's get on a phone call privately. And I just, even as an observer, I so appreciated that, because it's really just making sure that every single member is taken care of, and that he will actually go the extra mile and say that, okay, I'll call you just to make sure that you're on the same page. If you were not able to join this time, then we'll make sure that everything is covered and you're up to speed.
I was able to listen in on the Google Hangout but couldn't ask questions myself, and I posted some questions in the group that he answered, but he called me, and we had, I don't know, 2 or 3 phone calls around that I need some help with, and it was great. And I have had other coaches, and I can probably say only once or twice with coaches, when you're in a group type of setting, it's rare to get a mentor who is that accessible and on the phone. So I really appreciated the time that he gave me, and because I appreciate it, you don't want to waste his time, because his time is so valuable. But yeah, he's so accessible. He's really great like that. Happy to have a phone call, and yeah.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about how your business has been before you joined. I mean, if let's just say if you never found out about this program and you were continuing your own way, and you mentioned that you've been doing Facebook advertising a little bit before, what do you think would have been your results had you not learned about these strategies?
I think my business personally it would definitely still be where it was, and that is some months great months, other months struggling. I would be in Facebook groups, and I'd watch people, because I do websites or get websites happening for my clients, and It's the knowledge of knowing what a website needs and how it needs to function to make all the other marketing work. And I'd see people in Facebook groups saying, who knows someone who can do websites? And I'd see people fighting over scraps. It's like chickens fighting over the scraps of the chicken floor to get stuff. And not that I just see it all happening, and it felt like a really hopeless place to be in business, watching people talk about, oh, my stuff's better. So there was sort of like a feeling of not hopelessness, but when you feel like, oh, how can I be above that? How can I get better than that? So for me, it's just taken my business to a whole nother level, and the clients that I'm attracting just aren't there. The clients that I'm attracting are quality clients who I love working with. I won't work with anyone I don't want to work with anymore. So
that's fantastic.
Cool.
That's like the best feeling ever, when you never have to take somebody on just because of their ability to pay, but really because you want to work with.
Yes, that's right. And being able to take your time and looking at, it's my choice. It's not me having to prove myself and do the song and dance to show that I'm a good enough marketer. It's them having to prove that we're a great fit, not necessarily that they're good enough to be my client, but just that we're a great fit to work together.
Yeah. And so how many clients did you have before joining the program?
Maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. So some weeks, every week was up and down, every month was up and down. It was sort of when people needed help with something. It just wasn't very constant.
And how about now?
Now I have 2 solid clients with more on the go. I really only want 3 clients because if I'm making $80,000 a month, I don't need lots of clients. I mean, I want 3 clients just for my own, I don't want to have one client providing all of my income.
Yeah.
But now it's just about having myself set up properly. It's not about the income as much as it used to be. You don't need a lot of clients if you're getting paid good money.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So Tracie, I want to thank you so much for sharing your time and energy and insights with us here today. And I'm wondering, is there anything that we have not talked about, maybe that you want to share with people watching this video, of any insights or any advice that you would like to give?
No, I don't think so. I just don't want anyone else to know Ben, because I want to keep him selfishly all to myself and be this marketer that doesn't have my little trick of toolbox there.
It's very selfish, but it's very understandable.
You want to tell the world about him because you just learn so much, and it's an amazing program. But then there's that part of him that goes, evil. No, I don't want to tell anyone. He's mine. He's all mine.
So let's just say somebody was in a whole other part of the world, not competing with you at all, and they were considering joining this program. What would you say to them?
Do it yesterday. For sure. Do it. It's really good. It is. It's really good.